Four things that make 97% of academic researchers remain poor. Now, what beats my imagination is that the world's richest people are also researchers. You have people like Elon Musk, who has been doing a lot of research in the area of car batteries to be able to innovate and bring about electric cars. We also have Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook that have been doing a lot of research in the area of AI to bring about new algorithms that power the Facebook system. For example, we know of the metaverse that is coming up. We also know of Amazon's Jeff Bezos that has been doing a lot of research to be able to come out with new algorithms to power the supply chain. That is why you can be able to order things in Amazon and get it with the flick of a finger. Now, why is it that academic researchers, they do the same research but they remain poor? By academic researchers, I mean PhD students who are doing their research in the lab. I mean postdoctoral students who have already completed their PhD and are working on other research projects. I also mean lecturers who are actually teachers. They teach in class, but they also have some time to conduct their academic research. And not forgetting also professors who also are in the advanced stages of their career, but also have some time to do research. Now, you've noticed sometimes you see a lot of researchers in the academic environment. They spend a lot of time in the lab, days and nights in the lab, but you notice one thing about them, they struggle financially. They still struggle to make a living. Some of them are happy, they celebrate publications that they have published in top-ranked journals, but they still struggle financially. Now today, I'm going to share with you 4 things that make these academic researchers remain poor. And by poverty, I mean working for money. Because according to Robert Kiyosaki in his book Rich Dad Poor Dad, the poor and the middle class, they work for money, while the rich have money work for them. So if you have to work for money, if you have to leave your home every day to go work in the lab or teach in order to earn money, then you are poor. Because if anything happens to you, if you become sick or something, then you cannot continue your research and you cannot earn money, so you are poor. For you to be rich, then you must be able to understand these 4 errors that I'm going to explain that you make while you remain poor. Now, error number 1, the source of the topic. Why poor academic researchers, they spend time going to the literature to identify topics. The rich ones go out of the academic environment, they talk to businesses to identify a practical problem. Now, the simple problem here is that if a research problem comes from the literature, comes from searching topics in the library, then the results will only go back to the library because nobody needs it. Because you didn't talk with any practical person that might be needing the results from your research work. Now, the second reason is results focus. Why the poor academic researchers, they are focused on scientific papers and patents, the rich ones are focused on bringing out marketable solutions. Now you've understood that when academic researchers start a project, the focus is always on how many papers can we publish from this, what are the different research areas that we can publish from this. But the rich academic researchers, they are always focused on what marketable solution can we bring from this research? Who can buy it? How much can the person buy it? How can it add value to somebody? So now that's the second reason. Now the third reason is performance measures. The poor academic researchers, how do they measure performance? They measure performance using indicators like number of publications, number of citations, the score on the ResearchGate, the score on Google Scholar, all those things that are not really relevant practically. But the rich academic researchers measure performance on impact. Impact, I mean the number of businesses or industries that are actually applying the results from their research projects. Now, this last and very important point is the source of funding. The poor academic researchers, they are always writing grants and waiting for funding, waiting for the government to provide funding for their research projects. And if they cannot get this funding, their research becomes paralyzed. But for the rich academic researchers, they quickly go out to talk to the businesses. The businesses have funds because they want to pay to have their problem solved. So the rich academic researchers quickly identify this, go out of the building, talk to these businesses, identify their problems and get paid for the solution that they will provide. Now, if this video interests you, subscribe for more interesting videos like this. My name is Fabrice Abude and I help masters and PhDs convert their scientific knowledge, those theories that will have nothing to do with, into practical business and industry intelligence so that you can become a respected and highly paid consultant. Thank you for watching this video.